here. It's February the 28th, and Danson is out on a potentially 21-kilometer hike. We've got night gear with us, just in case we have to be walking in the night, because we are determined today, aren't we, girl?
Yeah.
So, as we get our gear ready, we're on the road again.
How's that so far?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I tell you, if there's someone who ever figures out how to keep glasses from steaming up, they will make millions.
We just passed Sally's Pinnacle. That sign there says Dave's Pinnacle. And as you can see, we've got nice little view. Trail's a little icy, so we're trying to kind of figure out the best and easiest way to do that. That looks funny.
It's warm though.
Yeah.
Gorgeous day. Absolutely perfect day.
Yeah. So we posted up on Facebook a question of what you wanted us to kind of address today. And Jim had a whole bunch of questions.
Jim had lots of questions.
So
Thanks,
we're going to,
Jim.
yeah, thank you, Jim. We're going to kind of address some of those throughout the day. So one of the first questions that he asked was, where were we going and how long we thought that 20 kilometers was going to take us. So we are in the Hockley Valley area, and I will put up a picture of the map right now, so you can see where we are and the loop that we're taking today. And we expect the 20 kilometers to take at least 6 hours, probably closer to 7 if we factor in breaks, lunch, and then of course the conditions of the trail. So we'll let you know towards the end of the day how long it actually took us and see how close we are to that 7-hour guesstimation. We hit the trail just after 9:30, I think, and so we should be finishing up around the dinner hour. For the other questions, we'll kind of get to those as we go throughout the day, but we're going to continue on here.
And we both are in hiking boots. We did see where others were posting that they were using the icers, which are the things you clip onto the bottom with some spikes on them. Neither one of us have those today. So part of the slow up is foot placement, making sure that as we place our feet each step, that we're placing it in a good solid place so that we know it's not going to slip out from underneath us. So that takes mindfulness and a bit of caution. Well, right now we're just heading into a little valley here where usually there'd be open water. And so, wouldn't there usually be open water down below? Just a bit of a creek?
Nope, no water.
No water?
Just a valley.
Just a valley. Okay. I'll let my navigator. I believe her. She knows details of which blow my mind. She will say things like, okay, we're going to go through here and up around here because there's a bench we can sit on. She'll remember that there's a bench. I don't know how she remembers, but she does. It is a perfectly quiet day today. Like there's not a whisper of wind. And so we're going to be heading over. You'll see the footprints up and heading up and out and over the other side there.
Hey, at least you just went straight down. This is like her 3rd or 4th fall today. She needs spikes.
Said I was graceful.
If anyone needs spikes, definitely her. I don't think her boots have as much grip as mine do. She's rocking a pair of oboes. I'm rocking a new pair of Keens. So that's also the difference, is mine are brand new and hers are not.
Yay!
You did it! Would have hurt to fall down in there. All right, now we get to climb straight up this one. Off you go.
Oh, you're gonna watch me. Okay. All right.
I don't know if you want poles or just all fours.
Trying to figure out what the.
Ooh.
It's actually not too bad.
It's just the beginning.
Whoa.
You okay?
I got my foot stuck.
All right, I think that one deserves more of a celebration than the other one.
I'm up.
Yay, Mom.
Okay, and here she comes.
Definitely easier without poles. Woohoo!
Very good. She was much more graceful than I was. All right. You know what? My stomach just growled.
I'm
We have
hungry too.
3 more kilometers and then we're going to stop for a nutrition break. Okay.
Let's do it.
It got smushed.
She just dropped her banana in the snow.
But it also had a big bruise on it because it got smushed. And I dropped it in the snow.
So, how goes it?
Awesome. Beautiful. Wonderful. When you're out on the trail, the rest of the world is at peace. Because you don't know what's going on.
I know this is where I would rather be, for sure.
Me too.
Anyway, break time, as you can see, we're just shy of 5 kilometers in of our 21 kilometer day. Going up is easier than going down for the slipping factor. It's still chilly, but it's fine when you're moving, so it's just a matter of not getting too cold when you take your break. What's in our pack? What's in your pack today?
Yeah, Jim asked us, didn't he, what we brought? Well, for day hikes, it's different than, of course, going on longer term because you can carry 1 day's worth of food and have more. So in my pack today, I packed 2 bananas and some power balls and some muffins. And then I put a very thin change of clothes. So a light hoodie, some extra socks, and a pair of just very thin stretch pants. In the event that I actually fell in the water or something, I'd be able to switch into something dry under my outer gear.
And based on how many times she's fallen today, she might need that.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from any creeks that I might fall into.
As we sit beside a bridge that goes over water that's not frozen yet. It's okay. I will catch you if you fall.
Thank you, dear. I also again, don't know why I'm slipping. I'm following in her footsteps, and yet I'm the one that's slipping and falling, so don't know why.
Anyway, and then you've got some water. You brought 2 liters of water with
2
you.
liters of water with me. And I brought extra pyramids. My good old red cup. But it's not a red solo cup. It's just my red cup.
My
And
pack.
that's about it.
Yeah, my pack today. I have all the food like for lunch and stuff. So I've got a 1 liter Nalgene full with water, and then I brought 2 500 ml light water bottles as well. So we each brought 2 liters just because we weren't sure if the water was going to be frozen on the trail. Likely if it's not moving like where we are right here, it is going to be frozen. So we just wanted to make sure that we had enough water for the day and for cooking.
There are the power balls and the muffins. I got one here that I'm going to eat.
Yum. For food today, I did bring our stove. We did decide that we wanted to actually cook to have a hot lunch on the trail because it was going to be chilly. So I have the propane and then the stove itself and then a pot to cook in. And then for food, we brought mashed potato and oriental rice. And then I also brought 2 packages of vegan jerky. And then I've got some power chews as well, which are kind of like gummies that we use during our triathlon training and stuff. So those are just extras just in case that we need a quick carb boost. I also have a little like workout towel to sit on should I want to. This bench didn't have any snow on it, so we didn't have to pull that out. We each have an emergency blanket with us as well.
Matches. I have matches.
I have a lighter, yeah. And then I also have a full first aid kit and our maps, of course, to make sure that we each carry our own map so that if for some reason we do get separated, not that we hike separately, but if we for some crazy reason had to separate, that we would at least have our own maps, and then we wouldn't be without that. And then of course if our phones died, we would have maps as well.
We have maps, and I have the power pack.
Great.
In case
So
we
can
need
charge
to
our phones.
charge our phones, because again, you never know if you're stuck overnight out in the bush. You don't want to end up with a dead phone when we don't need to.
Right. So that's what's in our packs. I've got my Osprey Hike Light 32 liter day pack, and then Mom's got a mech pack as well, and they both work quite well. Anyway, we're gonna enjoy our break here, and we'll catch up with you on the trail in a bit. Okay, well, we just crossed over a road. We're heading into a ski hill through the Hockley Valley Resort and Conference Center. So we will be hiking kind of down one of the ski hills that kind of goes in and around the ski hill, which is kind of cool. Like we said earlier, going down has been quite slippery, so we'll kind of see how that goes. We might end up just sitting on our butts and sliding down the hill. But overall, it's been great so far. I think we're only at about 7 kilometers, something like that. 6.37. How accurate. Yeah. How do we keep track of where we are? That was one of the questions that Jim asked as well on our post that we put up. So we, of course, have our maps with us. We also have our Garmin watches, which tracks our distance, so we know how far we've been, or how far, like, along the trail and stuff we are. And then if we had to, we could open up our phone and utilize what's called Map My Run. It's an app, and it's very good at using GPS, kind of pinpointing your area. There's, of course, the All Trails app and stuff, but the Bruce Trail's not on the All Trails app, and according to the Conservatory, I don't believe they're ever planning on putting it on there. Same thing with the Far Out app, which used to be Gut Hooks. So unfortunately, our trails here in Canada don't seem to want to be included on those apps for whatever reason. And that's okay. I know the Bruce Trail app also exists. We don't use it yet. Might get it eventually if we do more long-term stuff so that we don't have to carry a lot of maps with us and that kind of thing. But yeah, anything to add?
Nothing to add. My power balls have been giving us power.
So
They were
good.
so good. So we are at the top of Horseshoe Valley.
Horseshoe Valley? Did
Are
you
Oh.
time warp north?
I did time warp north. We're at the top
Hockley
of
Valley.
Hockley Valley. I got on my drone and went for a quick Hockley Valley.
Let's do the time warp again. All right, on we go. Here we go. Got the front side ride, back side ride. There's like nobody here. Look. Hockley Valley Resort. Oh, you can do it, you can do it. Don't fall, you can do it. Yay! That moment you exit the chairlift and you pray.
I've never experienced that because I only ski. I don't board.
You never caught your tips and gone to your own face.
No, I never have done that. Oh my gosh, the hills look like they're in great shape. Where's the trail? Oh, there it is.
It goes down over here. In the sky. Morning.
Graceful exit off the
Thank you.
beautiful.
I'm just trying not to fall.
How are the hills today?
They're good, they're good. A little bit of, like it's nicely groomed, a little bit of powder on top, it's good.
Yeah. Do you mind being on our YouTube channel? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's no problem.
All right. Well, you enjoy the hills.
Thank you. You guys
Have-
take care.
Have a good day. Oh, look at that. Beautiful view. Now we gotta figure out where to go from here. Where'd the blazes go? Well, the blaze is there on the tree.
Where are the blazes? Did they
The
go?
blaze is there. Yeah, I know we come in from down here. Because remember we came up by the far side Black Diamond before? Because we came up this section. There was nothing on the website or anything about closures over here. So we should be able to get down over here and there should be a blaze just off over here. See, right there.
Okay, here we are out on the field. We're about 8.3 kilometers in. And man, that was hard work. We took a couple of good falls, but nothing that will deter us from continuing on our journey. And winter hiking has a whole different set of challenges. Remember this because we had swapped out Isaac. You were carrying him for a while and then I carried him. So we've done this trail before.
We've done
Definitely.
this a few times.
Yeah.
So this is where we are if you want to come up here. So we approached from way down here. The red went all the way down across and up. And this is where we are right here. And we're gonna decide if we want to do the side trail or the main trail, but either way we're gonna go all the way up to Denby, and then we're gonna go across here and back down to the car.
Tricky, tricky, tricky. Woo! Ah. I missed a real graceful move by Danielle. She was just lovely. She danced her way around a tree and saved her own life. All right.
Some of the trail. So we did decide to take the Tom east, and then we're gonna set up for lunch down at one of the benches along the Hockley River. That was crazy!
She's looking for a place to put her pack, if you can figure that out. We're trying to find a stick sticking out of the tree that we could hang it on, and there is not one. None of these. There's one. Yay!
Oh, lunchtime. I'm hungry.
We are hungry.
All right, so we've shown this before, but we'll show it again today because it's a lot less windy. We carry this little guy for fuel. We use this pot. This little handle that comes out. We use the MSR pocket rocket. Comes in a little case. Basically, you just unfold it. Close it. That's what it looks like.
Perfect.
So in my little bucket, I always have a lighter and matches, just in case. And then a little cloth for cleaning up after and to stop it from scratching the inside of my pot.
It's finicky.
You want to do it fast enough you don't get gas all over your hands.
Voila!
Okay, so we got butter and herb mashed potatoes.
Oh, fix it. Oh, we know this one.
Butter and herb mashed potatoes. Don't have these a lot because there's milk in them, and generally we eat a plant-based diet, so I don't generally have milk or dairy at all. But I've yet to find some of these that don't have dairy in them. So for now, I use it just to make it work. Then we also have rice, pre-cooked, and we'll mix that together, and it'll be super yummy.
Making meals like this. Trying to keep it warm.
There we go. Do it again, Mama.
We've got food! Yay! We've got food. Okay, we are now having a nice hot drink. I've got instant coffee. Neil's got some peppermint tea. We had jerky. We had our lunch. And we're just going to sit for a few more minutes before we begin because we're starting to feel the chill. And we don't want to get cold all the way through before we start heading back. So here we are as we enjoy our lunch. It's been a great day. We are sitting at 13.21 kilometers at this point in time. So we still have another 6.5 to go yet today. So we're still chugging through, but we are determined and we're going to make it. We got a tough road ahead of us. This next section is going to be probably very icy and very steep. So we will check in once we have made it through that. Chat soon. We just came through an area where we were back and forth, and it was quite icy. I ended up on my butt once, so we are being very careful so we don't injure ourselves, that's for sure. And so as Danielle heads up this hill, I think we're heading out now into a more flat section, finally.
The trail that we are going. The trail we are coming from.
I'm queen! Okay.
Doing well.
Over the side.
I love this section, like being in the heart of all the, what are these, pine or spruce? I can't see the
These are pine trees and spruce trees.
mix of both, I guess. Yeah.
This is like an evergreen.
Yeah. Anyway, the ones that don't lose all of their leaves in the winter.
A lot of those are pine and spruce. This is pine over here.
Yeah, it's such a nice little section. We're kind of coming up to,
16.1.
yeah, about 16 kilometers. We got about 5 to go. And once we cut up to Dunby Road, we're gonna have a decent road walk, I guess. Probably 2 kilometers for sure. So that'll be a little bit of a break on the feet. My feet are sore.
We are both
Tired.
tired. Don't tell anybody, because we don't want the dancing team to be knowing there's people that say they're tired.
We're good. We're just sitting enjoying the view. Having a last little break here. We're losing light quickly, so we're not going to sit here long.
It is 5:20. We have been on the trail for 7 hours and 43 minutes, and we are at 21.25 kilometers, and we have at least 3
back to the car.
Back to the car.
We're not 100%
So,
sure how far we are.
I'm glad I have a headlamp with us because we may need it in the last little bit.
Yeah, we're really only like maybe 2 kilometers to the road, and then we have a road walk up to the car. So if it is dark, at least we'll be on a straight path and not worried about falling down the side of the cliff.
Like this one. Oh my God. Wow.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming along with us today. We've had a blast. It's been definitely challenging, but a lot of fun, and certainly something that we can't wait to do it again.
Always can't wait to do it again. And our power balls gave us power.
Oh, they're so good.
They were so good. No sugar. 5 ingredients, no sugar. Just nuts, seeds, and dates. A little bit of peanut butter. Just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah. So. Awesome. Well, we will join you again soon. Until then, happy trails.
Happy trails. Oh, wow.
Remember when we were sitting on the bench and we're like, we've only got a couple K back to the car. It's getting dark. We're not at the road yet.
We have been up and down hills. We're on the right track. It's not that. It's that we are down into the valley and then back up the other side. I'll tell you, I'm glad we had good ribstick and lunch. We are both. And we are sitting now at 23 kilometers, and we still got to walk down the road to the car once we get to wherever line 5 is.
Let's see if you guys can find it.
Yeah. You see line 5? I'm like finding Waldo. Line 5 is supposed to be within 250 meters of us.
Look, this trail's so hard the snowman fell over dead. Kind of like how we feel right now.
Come up on a sign.
What's it say? What's it say? Oh, it's just the...
Goodness. I think we're delirious.
You're telling me we probably could have just gone straight across from there and
No.
cut all that in half?
No.
Probably not.
We would have got lost.
We would have got lost for sure. All right, we go this way. The other thing that's interesting about this section is we're also like in with other trails. So there's other signs that are orange and yellow and white, and then there's also Hockley blue triangles. And if you don't really pay attention, you don't end up staying on the Bruce, you end up going on a totally different route. So we made sure that we were following just the trees, and anytime there was a sign on a tree, we made sure it said Bruce, just to make sure that we didn't lose it. Anyway, we'll check in when we get to the road, just to let you guys know that we made it out safe and sound. Look! The car!
We are finally back to the car. It's almost dark enough that we would put our headlight on if we were trying to go any further.
If you were in the bush, you would definitely need it.
Oh my gosh!
We did it! 25K. Personal records.
We didn't mean to do 25K.
No, we meant to do 21.
We did 25K by accident. Oh my goodness.
It was good though, right?
Yeah, it was a great day.
All right, let's go home. Night, everybody.